Hi, I'm Bill Quinn, President and CEO of Argos Utilities Corporation. Argos Utilities was formed in June 2006 to implement a buy and build strategy in the electric utility transmission and distribution services market. Accordingly, we have raised significant equity and debt financing with our private equity partner, Cadent Energy Partners, to acquire and grow profitable T&D services companies, which in turn service the infrastructure needs of our nation's investor-owned and public power companies. One of our acquisitions, Richardson Wayland Electrical Company, has a long legacy of profitability and safe operations. It is a very capable union contractor which services the needs of such well-known customers as Dominion Power, First Energy Corporation, and the Virginia Department of Transportation. Richardson Wayland is extremely fortunate to have a very experienced management team and dedicated group of office and field employees. The suite of services offered by Richardson Wayland include transmission, distribution, substation, foundation, and traffic signal services. Richardson Wayland possesses significant expertise in the transmission construction area. The company completed a very difficult transmission line construction project in Virginia Beach, Virginia, for Dominion Power Company. They did so utilizing advanced construction methods, including the use of helicopter air crews in concert with its ground crews to complete the line construction ahead of schedule while protecting sensitive wetland areas. I hope you will enjoy this production, and I look forward to sharing with you the significant capabilities of the Argos portfolio of companies in the near future. Thank you, and have a good day.
Richardson Wayland, bringing power to the future. Founded in 1913, Richardson Wayland is a highly recognized contractor by major power providers in the Southeast and Mid-Atlantic region for their transmission, distribution, and foundations projects. Key to success is its dedication to customer service, backed by a well-proven management team and skilled union workforce that knows how to deliver a project below budget and on schedule.
We basically believe that we're going to do it safely, we're going to do it productively. We pay attention to follow through. If we tell you we're going to do something, we have systems in place and people in place to make sure it gets done.
With growing housing and industrial development placing greater demands on existing power grid infrastructure in southeastern Virginia, Dominion Virginia Power needs to construct a 7.2-mile, three-phase, 230 kilovolt transmission line in Virginia Beach, Virginia. The project entails erecting 96 poles, varying from 55 to 115 feet in height, carrying 288,000 feet of bundled wire. Dominion chooses Richardson Wayland Electric for the tough project ahead.
Richardson Wayland Electrical is one of Dominion's premier contractors. They come with three criteria that we hold very sacred. To Dominion, safety is paramount. Richardson Wayland has a known, established safety track record. The second thing is this project had a very aggressive and short timeline for construction. Richardson Wayland managed to man the job, bring in the subcontractors, and complete the task in record time, and was energized it 7 days before the target date. The last thing we hold sacred is a low-cost provider, and Richardson Wayland was the low-cost provider in this instance.
The lines will run from the existing Lansdowne substation to a substation predominantly constructed by Richardson Wayland in the remote and partially inaccessible West Landing region of Virginia Beach. The success of the project hangs on Richardson Wayland preserving miles of ecologically sensitive wetlands while installing 50 structures. The high risk factor inherent with transmission and distribution projects like this puts safety at the forefront of every Richardson Wayland job site. Getting their heavy hardware and equipment into this wilderness calls for an extraordinary chopper with extraordinary muscle power. Richardson Wayland teams up with the unique capabilities of Erickson Air Crane. It's time for the vibrating hammer, caissons, and poles to fly. As a leading innovator in combining the capabilities of their S64 Sky Crane with customized pile driving equipment, Erickson is Richardson Wayland's central component in providing the client minimal environmental impact.
So we've taken this pile driving equipment
had a fixture built, which we were able to fly with the helicopter, then combine it with the standard pile driving equipment, and we can drive these caissons in all sorts of environmentally sensitive areas.
The sky crane must assemble and disassemble the 16,000-pound power pack and jig that holds the caissons upright to be driven at each location. Driving caissons with the giant low hovering air crane throws additional challenges at the crews already facing abnormal construction difficulties in the marshes.
Sky crane, you're about 40 feet above the tree line.
The mammoth helos approach engulfs the crew in a mini hurricane of 60-mile-an-hour downdrafts, hurling wood chips, dirt, water, and small branches. They describe it as multiple bee stings every time the debris hits their bodies. The prop wash makes proper footing difficult. A fall means slamming into broken sticks and stumps protruding from the ground.
Back all the way off. Okay. Cut her loose. Get the hammer.
Clamping the swinging 15,000-pound hammer on the caisson requires a delicate touch by the pilot 60 feet above.
In the back seat, I'm basically flying a video game, so it's like balancing on a beach ball. I'm going up and down, left and right. You can't really touch it very much, but we have to have it within about 1.5 inches of tolerance.
Clamping onto the pole, the hammer vibrates the 42-foot caissons into the earth. During the process, exacting care is taken to ensure the foundation is set straight and level. While the caissons are being driven, the pre-assembled poles are ready to go airborne. The 20,000-pound lifting power, speed, and versatility of the Erickson chopper leaves truck and crane operations literally in the dust. The incoming sound of rotors beating the air tenses the crew up for the oncoming storm.
Here it is.
With up to 14,000 pounds of steel coming out of the sky, leadership, teamwork, and preparation keep them focused on lining up multiple 2-inch holes with multiple 2-inch bolts. All hands need to be clear when this thing sets down.
We just kind of pop it around a little bit until we get on the bullets and slide it right down, put the nuts on, wham bam.
With structures up in the wilderness right-of-way, the specialized air crews of the Air 2 Helicopter Company finish building the poles out and strategically assists in stringing conductor cable. Hanging cross arms on 8 structures and setting wire stringing blocks calls for linemen stepping off the chopper 110 feet over rivers and swamp with nothing more than experience, good judgment, and a safety line. With spans pulled and sagged, Air 2's linemen in the sky are dropped off to spend entire days straddling poles, working high above the ground. The Air 2 crew's lives and work are in the hands of the chopper pilot.
The special skills you need flying this job is to be able to hover in close proximity to the obstructions, the trees, the conductors themselves are very close, and getting the men close to the tower.
The construction of 7.2 miles of transmission line over wetlands in 3 months is unprecedented. The residents of Southern Virginia Beach now have a transmission line whose reliability exceeds that was here before and will be in service for many years to come.
Any utility company planning to build a complicated and environmentally sensitive project can take a look at the Lansdowne West Landing project and see that Richardson Wayland performs safely, productively, and efficiently. Richardson Wayland, with its subcontractors Construction Helicopters, Erickson Air Crane, and Air 2, is a wise choice for demanding projects. Richardson Wayland, bringing power to the future.